today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants taking on Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. The Giants defense ready to go and in good form coming off the shutout a week ago. And one of the guys to keep an eye on will be this man at cornerback in his 5th NFL season.
And he had a great game a week ago. Just about everybody on this unit did in the shutout. It's going to be a tough performance to replicate, but this group, they believe they're up to the challenge.
Now a first down throw, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
He'll buy some time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that, another sack for the first-round pick on the season. You know, he's shown here, Charles, in the first few months of his career that pass rushing, it might be a specialty of his.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that I graded him that way prior to the season. That's not necessarily what they drafted him for at all, but let's face it, they're going to take it, and I think they'll expand upon these talents that they found and keep sending him after the quarterback.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. The Giants defense back out there once more. They'll have to defend the short field here as this drive begins with a 1st and 10. On first down, Fields eluding the pressure right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Touchdown! Cole Kmet, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The Giant defense ready to go to work. They've got the upper hand in terms of field position as this drive starts inside the offense's 10-yard line. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Cole Kmet started to look like the second-round pick Chicago made in 2020, catching 60 passes for over 600 yards. Both of those are the most for a Bears tight end since 2014. Certainly hoping to build on those numbers this season with plays like that.
Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Fields. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Herbert. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
The Giants defense back out there once more. They'll search for a stop here in the second quarter of a game that's all tied. Now Herbert to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Fields now to throw. And that will be incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Giant defense ready to go to work. And after their guys were forced to punt a moment ago, they'll try to force one of their own here as this drive begins with a first down. Fields on 1st down. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Fields throw taken in by Pringle. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 3. Out of the gun. Fields. Flush. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Fields. And the pressure gets to him again. Azeez Ojulari. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. The Giants defense back out there once more. And after an even first half, they'll try to come up with a third quarter stop as the half begins with a 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Fields hit, and the ball is loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
The Giant defense ready to go to work. They'll be seeking a stop here for sure in the third quarter of a tie football game. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down. Get a new set.
For 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Fields on target to Mooney. First down, Chicago.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Here's a give to Herbert. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And who's got it? The Giants.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The Giants defense back out there once more. They've been terrific all game long, have not let this offense get on track, and they try to close this one out here in the 4th. On first down, it's Fields. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A handoff for Herbert. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's the option, running right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Fields. Flush to his right. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown.
And, partner, it took him a while to get there, but that's the first trip he's made to the end zone in his career. So at least for this one play, the move to a new organization pays off.
And it might not have been the first thought in his head, but you and I both know that family members, loved ones, they're thinking right now he's going to have to find a special place to keep that football in his home. That's one where you're going to want to show it off to the grandkids a few decades down the road.
The Giant defense ready to go to work. They forced the fumble on that previous drive, picked up by their veteran offseason acquisition. So they try to remain opportunistic here as this next drive gets underway. On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick, but instead it's 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10, and that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
The Giants defense back out there once more. They've put in a very good shift so far, and this one pretty well in hand. Just looking to finish strong here in the 4th as this next drive starts 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Fields looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Fields
Finds Komet on the quick slant.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
The Giant defense ready to go to work. They had that strip a moment ago that led to the return for a score, so they're playing free and easy now as they try to shut down this offense again.
Throwing to start the drive. Fields. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
The Giants defense back out there once more. They had the pick 6 just a moment ago, so they're feeling good as they prepare to try and make another stop. Pick 6 last drive. Here's Fields again. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Throwing on 1st down, Fields.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game.
Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
A shotgun snap. Fields
Stiff-armed him.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.